What's up? What's up, everybody? This is Info Media Reacts. Peace and respect to everybody out there. Thank you for supporting this channel. I want to make something clear right now. I did a video not too long ago about the situation between Tariq Nasheed and his microphone check documentary. And you have a guy by the name of Joe Conzo. I kept saying his name incorrect, and I said a few names incorrect in that video, so I want to apologize to everybody for that. But Joe Conzo was his name, and he was the one that told Tariq to take photos out of the video. That video has gotten good views. I appreciate people for supporting the channel, and I just want to say thank you. Now, let me get to the main meat of the presentation today. I want to talk about the situation with Kendrick Lamar, his song, Not Like Us. I'm going to just say this. I'm going to repeat what I'm going to let you hear Jermaine Dupri said out of his own mouth, which is, do rappers today make songs that are going to be an impact on the street, impact to the culture of hip hop? And currently, he got into this conversation when he met with LL Cool J. LL Cool J asked him to interview him because LL has come out with his 14th album or something of that nature. And what's interesting about this is the U.S. basketball team, the Olympic basketball team, there was a video that went a little viral, a caption that went viral, I believe on Instagram and X, where you have LeBron James and Steph Curry having a conversation while music is playing, basically Not Like Us. And you can clearly hear Curry saying, damn, not that song again. So let's get into this right here. Let me put this up here. This is from a Twitter or X site saying, keep 6 solid. Stephen Curry and LeBron James get into a disagreement over Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us, where Curry said, damn, with this song. It's not the only song in America. Stephen Curry, I love it, LeBron James said. That's what LeBron James said. Stephen Curry was not for it. And this is the reason why he's not for it. There is a relationship that Curry has with one Drake that goes some time back. I think there's pictures of him hanging out with Drake. They've been buddies for a long time since Drake has gotten popular in the rap game. And of course, since Curry has done his thing with Golden State, they've had sort of a respect for one another. Let's go into the reaction studio right now. And let me put up some other pictures for you to see. So here is a picture where they're just kind of kicking it together. You know, there's Curry. So Curry saying that he's sick of the song is mainly because Curry has a relationship with Drake. He likes Drake. And I'm pretty sure he doesn't like the fact that his buddy Drake has been silenced by one Kendrick Lamar. Here's Kendrick Lamar right here. This picture is interesting. Let me give you the bigger picture because Kendrick Lamar was somewhere. There go Mahomes that plays, the quarterback Mahomes that plays for Kansas. You can see him to the left side in the background. So he must have been at some type of, you know, social celebrity event. And I'm going to show you the video of Stephen Curry and LeBron getting into it with each other about this. Here's another meme that was put out on social media right here, as you can see. And let me come on over here like this. It's not the only song in America. Stephen Curry on Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us. And of course, LeBron James says he loves it. Now, the question is it a generational situation for why Curry doesn't like the song anymore? He's sick of hearing about it. Is it only because Curry has a relationship with Drake? Or is it a generational thing? Because back in the day, I'm a Gen Xer. Back in the day, as Jermaine Dupri said out of his own mouth, and you're going to hear this, that the rappers today, or he said dudes back in the day, would make music not only because they wanted to be on the charts, they wanted to, you know, they wanted to make a lot of money, but they also wanted to make money that would impact the streets. That's what Jermaine Dupri, the producer, the legend himself, had mentioned about this. And so a lot of us that grew up with rappers that would make music that would be impactful to us, we enjoyed that song because it hit the culture. Not just a song that's made for commercial play, but a song that is made for the people and for the streets. And I think that's why Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us is resonating all around the world, not only just the United States, but check this out. Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us is like the #1 song in Canada, or at one point it was the #1 song. I believe it's still #1 in Canada right now. It was the #1 song in Canada. And we know what happened up there in Canada, where they Freeway Ricky Ross got Rick Ross, should I say, not Freeway Ricky Ross, but Rick Ross got attacked after playing that song after come off his set, right? So the thing I want to say to you all here is that you're going to hear Jermaine Dupri break it down. Let's get to it right now. This situation I find very interesting between LeBron James and Curry. So let me play it right now. This is going to be interesting in the reaction studio. Check it out, everybody. Peace to you, by the way, as well. You could hear LeBron James say, no, it's not, because he says, Stephen Curry says, is it the only song? Stephen Curry says, is it the only song in America? LeBron says, no, it's not, but I love it. Somebody gonna have to tell us. Let's hear it again. This is cool. LeBron James says, I love it. It ain't the only song in America, but I love it. I love it. And Stephen Curry says, no, I don't love it, because he has a relationship with Drake. Like I said, Drake is his boy. He feels some kind of way about that song, because that song basically puts Drake in his place. It basically silenced Drake. It basically shut Drake up and all the naysayers out there and what have you. So I found that very interesting, y'all. Let me know in the comment section what your thoughts are about the exchange between LeBron James and Curry saying that, damn it, he's sick of the song. Is that the only song in America? And LeBron James says, no, but I love it. So let me know in the comment section about that too, what your opinions are. Now I want to go to Jermaine Dupri right now, because as we know, Jermaine Dupri has been a top-notch producer over the years. He was called by one LL Cool J, who I think is that man is like, I mean, he is a legitimate legend in the hip hop music. He's been around for a very long time. And he's coming out with his next album or CD. And he called for Jermaine Dupri. He said, Jermaine, I need you, man. I need you to interview me, to talk about hip hop, talk about the hip hop culture, to talk about my latest album. And Jermaine said that he was not in the beginning. He didn't really want to go there, meaning he didn't really want to interview him, because Jermaine Dupri said it's really not his thing. It's not his thing. But he says, hey, there's so many people that are speaking upon hip hop who have love for hip hop, but they necessarily don't have the knowledge and the skills to interview someone like LL, because they don't have the background to understand LL or the music to the fullest, as he is a producer. So let me go back into the reaction studio here and let you hear what Jermaine Dupri had to say. This is the first video I'm going to show you, is the video when he first announces that LL wanted him to interview him, and he was a little skeptic. The second video of Jermaine Dupri that I'm going to show you is the one where Jermaine Dupri pretty much says, you know, folks are not making music that's impacting the culture, and Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us is impacting the culture, impacting the streets. And he says that's the way music used to be, and definitely would like to see it go back there. So let's go with the first video right here. This is Jermaine Dupri. Let's hear what he has to say.
Out here on this walk. I just want to jump on here real quick and let y'all know that on Tuesday here in Atlanta, I will be having a conversation with LL Cool J about his 14th album, his new album, his first album in 11 years. Now he asked for me to have this conversation with him. And at first I was just like, nah, this ain't my space. But then I thought about how I feel when I watch interviews in the internet these days. And I was like, man, you know, hip hop is a space where the people who care or cared and know, they're very absent. And then it leaves us with people who care but don't know enough to interview a person like LL Cool J. So anyway, I decided to do it on Tuesday here in Atlanta. You can come if you want to be present at this conversation. I will be having a conversation with LL Cool J.
All right. So right there, that begins the interview. He took the interview, and now I want to let you see or hear for yourself Jermaine Dupri. And this is related to Kendrick Lamar, because once again, Kendrick Lamar has created a song that is touching the culture in so many different ways that people are loving it. And other people probably are, you know, hating it. But here is Jermaine Dupri taking another walk outside of his community. And let me let you hear what he had to say. Let's go.
What's up, y'all? Out here getting this walk. I want to say shout out to everybody that came out to the LL Cool J event last night. I learned something, I think, when I was there. And what I think I learned is that the reason why it's no male stars in hip hop anymore that have the impact that LL Cool J has and had is because the goal in hip hop used to be impact.
Boom. Do you agree with what Jermaine Dupri is saying, that the goal in hip hop was to have cultural impact on the streets, meaning you wanted your people, you wanted your neighborhood, you wanted where you wanted people in America, people that look like you, to feel your music in their spirit, but it be music that they could relate to because it really spoke to the culture, the time that people were living in. Do you agree with where Jermaine Dupri is coming from? And do you also agree or disagree that Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us fits exactly what he's talking about when he's talking about the idea of impact? Do you agree or do you disagree? Let's hear this again.
Male stars in hip hop anymore that have the impact that LL Cool J has and had is because the goal in hip hop used to be impact, not sales, not charts, impact. How hard, pause, you could impact the streets. And that's no longer the goal. And that's to me is the sole reason why rap is not what rap used to be. Because niggas don't care about impacting the streets no more. What's up, y'all?
Do you agree or disagree with Jermaine Dupri? Is he telling the God's honest truth that people in our community don't care about making music that impacts the culture, impacts the street? Or do they only care about making music simply because they want to get to the charts? They want to make money, of course. And so that the music just becomes sort of artificial. It becomes secondary from the culture. Do you agree with what Jermaine Dupri is saying? I really want people to be honest and tell me if you agree with his assessment. It is a strong assessment that he's making, but he is best expert to say the things that he is saying here.
I learned something, I think, when I was there. And what I think I learned is that the reason why is no male stars in hip hop anymore that have the impact that LL Cool J has and had is because the goal in hip hop used to be impact, not sales, not charts, impact. How hard you could impact the streets, and that's no longer the goal. And that's to me is the sole reason why rap is not what rap used to be, because niggas don't care about impacting the streets no more.
Wow. Do you again believe that Jermaine Dupri is onto something, that people do not care anymore about the culture to care enough to make music that is making the impact? And I like that he said this because it goes back to the conversation between LeBron James and Stephen Curry, in which Stephen Curry's like, I'm sick of the song. Is it their only other song? When we know that I don't think this generation of younger people are used to these sort of impact songs. I think we live in a culture today where everything is exposable, meaning people jump on the trends. You got TikTok, you got the social media. I'm on social media, of course. I think people are used to exposable types of stuff. Something's hot for a minute, you get into it, you get off of it. Where some of us, like myself, I'm a Gen Xer, we were used to hot music coming out and being the music that was played throughout the summer. I'm old enough to remember Keith Sweat, Let It Last Forever. That song was hot in '89. It played throughout the whole damn summer because it made a cultural impact on the streets of our people. So Make It Last Forever with Keith Sweat. And then you could even look at Will Smith's Summertime. I don't know if this younger generation is used to impactful songs when everything is microwave. It's hot right now, and then you're on to something else. It's exposable. Let me know in the comment section of this video if I'm making any kind of sense, if you hearing where I'm coming from, if you agree with Jermaine Dupri and his assessment of where rap music has gone. This is what he was able to get from his very powerful interview that took place, I believe, in Atlanta, Georgia. He put that first video out about wondering whether he wanted to do an interview or not back in, what was it, in July, early part of this month. But has decided that he did interview him, and he came away with a different perspective, or a perspective that made him realize why rap music is the way it is today, and maybe why it's not as good as it was in yesteryears, like someone like this, a legendary LL Cool J, who's getting ready to drop another album, if it has not already dropped. And you have a generation that athletes and popular people who are connected to people like you see Drake here and Curry. Is it that I think that Curry's just pissed off because Drake is talking about his boy? Yeah, I think it's just as simple as that. You let me know in the comment section of this video what you think. I appreciate you all for rocking with the channel. Didn't let you know, please go ahead, if you are enjoying what we do over here on this channel, make sure that you, let me say this. I want to say thank you for watching. I want to say like and make a comment on this video. I want to say subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you, definitely. And I also want to say that, yes, you can make videos sometimes, go live sometimes. You might say, you get excited in your dialogue of what you're talking about, which can sometimes cause you to say words incorrectly because you got so many thoughts coming through your mind. So I definitely recognize that, hey, when I do these sort of videos, especially talking about hip hop, you've got to get certain names of people correct or pronunciate these words correctly. Definitely understand that, but definitely thank you for rocking with the channel, rocking with me, and we're going to keep things rocking over here on Info Media Reacts. Thank you, everybody. Y'all take care, and we'll be back at this very soon, y'all. Peace.